Guys, last major video for today. Neil Cuckman is back. Of course, no one likes him as well, but he's ignoring criticism instead and staying the course as well. Oh yeah, it works so well for The Last of Us Part Two as well. Critics will probably praise this garbage anyways because they do it every single time, but the fact that they're really defending intergalactic the heretic is pretty funny. You know, yeah, yeah, but yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous that Naughty Dog just doesn't care, and yeah, yeah, but yeah, absolutely ridiculous that Okay, I'll stop looking at something else. I'm too distracted. But I just don't understand why Naughty Dog, they went from considered one of the greatest companies to now one of the worst companies, all because of Neil Druckman or Neil Cuckman, as a lot of people call him. It's just he ruined The Last of Us, what could have been, one of the greatest trilogies in gaming history if they made an actual good Last of Us 2 and a third Last of Us, because if The Last of Us 2 Part 2 did well, then they would make a Part 3. But in the style Galactic, I don't think anyone's going to be buying this game. Okay? And no, the main reason people are not buying the game is because of the SWD. They don't really have much of a sway over a game is successful or not, as much as people think. Let's look at how well Stellar Blade did on the PlayStation. It didn't really do too well. That's the honest truth. It didn't really do too well. It only sold like 1 million copies. Which I know people say 1 million is a lot, but you know, Assassin's Creed Shadows sold 1.7 million copies in the PS5 in a matter of a couple of months. So yeah, I get the good say about Stellar Blade is not a sequel or a part of a franchise, and that is kind of true. But then also the first Descendant, the game that made such a big deal about this lady whose boobs sake, and guess what? It only has like 10,000 players currently. Wah. They said they would give like one. They said they would give them like 1 billion players. And the funniest one is Emma Frost and Marvel Rivals. They really thought it would have this huge, gigantic spike, and it would give Marvel Rivals over 1 billion players because she had big legs. Okay, but everybody has almost forgotten about that at that point, outside of the R34 community as well, because again, the reason why people are sick of Naughty Dog is because they completely assassinated, The Last of Us, destroyed all of the characters people loved in that game. Okay, introduce a character that nobody likes, force you to play as that character that nobody likes, create one of the most hated video game characters of all time, force you to play as that character as well. Okay, the reason why people hate Abby from The Last of Us Part 2 is not because he's quote unquote ugly, it is because she's a bad character. She killed Joel, which they didn't really explain why she wanted to kill him that much, okay, as well here. And also they had that terrible scene in the movie, in the game as well, and also there's people are so upset that they made her you had to play as the character that killed Joel. It would be different if we got to have like any context behind that, but it's just the fact that they killed a character that people loved for this stupid bullshit reasons as well, and then just a character that people just didn't like, and then they made you play as this character you didn't like. I won't be surprised if the writing in this game is just complete trash, like The Last of Us Part Two. But game critics say it's a 10 out of 10 anyways because those fucking retarded people as well. Okay, as well. Game critics also said that Dragon Age: The Valley God was a good game, and that game was also completely awful. Okay, the one time I agree with the SWD on something, the one thing I actually agree with them, because that one demon lady, yes, he's pretty ugly. Not gonna lie as well. Okay, you know, same thing with Dustborn. Like there's like zero people playing Dustborn, like zero people. Okay, more people playing freaking Neptunia every day than playing Dustborn. Dustborn player base is zero. Okay, there's probably more people playing fucking Bubsy the Bobcat than playing Dustborn as well. But yeah, that's again one of the biggest failures in all time of gaming as well. But yeah, you know, that is it about Neil Cuckman and the garbage Interstellar Galactic as well. Intergalactic, the Heretic, whatever this game is called. And yeah, they said they're going to still make this garbage. So, Naughty Dog will continue to dig the grave, as it says, as we say. And yeah, goodbye.